Good evening, folks. Don Tyson, Blake Perryman, John Bellamy, and Anthony Harrison coming to you from the Fort Cobb Broxton Gymnasium. We get to do a home game tonight. The Mustangs taking on the Riverside Braves today, and a homecoming festivities today. Glad you're along with us. Hope you enjoy our broadcast tonight. We normally just do the road games, and about 3 o'clock we got a phone call today, and I think there was a request made that we broadcast this home contest, and so we're glad to be here tonight. They had homecoming, I think, at about 6 o'clock, and I understand Blake Perryman just told me that the king for Fort Cobb Broxton is Colton Baker, and the queen was Tegan Bellamy. So congratulations to both those freshmen. Interesting that freshmen are the king and queen of Fort Cobb Broxton High School. I'll bring in my partner, Blake Perryman. Blake, how's your week go?
Well, it went great. And Don, this past week has been a little extra special to me. I turned 20 next Tuesday, so I've been celebrating that a little bit. But excited for tonight's game. You know, we haven't been back at home and done a live stream here in a while, and this is where it all started for me. This was the first place I ever got to do a game on a live stream, so I'm excited to be back here, excited to see some great basketball. It's always fun whenever Riverside makes the trip over here to play, and both games are always great games. You know, at least in my memory, it's been a while since we've had a real blowout in one of these games, so I'm looking forward to tonight.
It's going to be exciting. We're sitting over here on the visitor side of the gym, and it's one of the reasons a few years ago Fort Cobb started a home and home with Riverside because of the crowd. It's always a sellout crowd almost, and they play here, and then as the schedule worked out, our next game, December 1st, will be back at their place at Riverside, so they'll play back-to-back games, or at least Fort Cobb will. They don't have a game next week, but it's always an exciting time because the gym is packed, and Riverside has great fans. They really cheer. They have a coordinated cheer instructor, I think, and their student body really gets into it. And when they do that, the other side kind of feeds off of that, and so there'll be a lot of noise in the gym today. No matter who's winning, no matter what the score is, there'll be a lot of noise, a lot of cheering for their team, and just makes it a lot of fun. I'm kind of like you. I'm excited for it. It'll be an enjoyable games. Our girls are going to have their work cut out for them today, Blake. In the past, this is Riverside's first game. They haven't played a game yet, but in all the games we've ever played them, they press you and press you and press you, and they'll take 5 players out and they'll put 5 freshmen in, and they just keep going. So we're gonna have to keep our hands on the ball and not turn it over tonight if we want to play with them. As public address announcer Bryce Davis is now playing the Oklahoma State song, and that always brings everyone to their feet. It's kind of exciting, and both sides now standing and clapping, and so it lends to the excitement. We're just going to pause right now. We'll let it stay out over the air, and we'll have at the conclusion of this song, we'll have our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cobb Broxton High School, the home of the 33 times
All right, we're about set to go. We're ready for the starting lineups. First of all, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Ouachita Valley Bank, T-Bird's Convenience Store, Fort Cobb Storage and RV Park, and ABC Realty, Fort Cobb. Appreciate all those fine sponsors for broadcasting and sponsoring our games this year. Now the starting lineups for the Riverside Lady Braves. Number 0, Day Whitehawk, is a senior. Number 1, post girl, senior Jocelyn Bell. Number 12 is excellent player, 5'7" guard, senior Carly Parker. Number 35 is Tariana Jones, senior post player. And number 14, let's see, I believe, well, I guess I missed the other one. Blake,
35 is
number
the last.
35, what was the one? 33,
33.
okay, that's the one.
Go.
33, Neva Nibs. She is also a senior. So they start 5 seniors. Now for the Lady Mustang, they're coached by Mr. James Kelly. For the Lady Mustangs, they start as a senior, number 1, Zoe Brown. Senior, number 3, Kalia Silverhorn. A junior, number 13, Madison Savage. A sophomore, number 14, Brenna Davis. And a junior, number 15, Reagan Rip. The Lady Mustangs are coached by Jana Rogers, assisted by Kelsey Shumpert. And they come into the game with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss, as they suffered their first loss Tuesday evening over at Binger. They dropped the game to the Lady Bobcats 51-45. About set to go, the Lady Braves in kind of a turquoise colored uniform tonight. And they've got some good ball players. I'll tell you this, Carly Parker, number 12. She's an outstanding player. I remember her from last year, and she'll really put the pressure on you. Outstanding guard, and they have a couple of 6-footers in the lineup. So Lady Mustangs going to have their hands full tonight, Blake.
And as you can see already, a little bit different formation there around the circle. Normally you'd have a player back near the free throw line just for a back tap. But something different. See how it goes.
And the Lady Braves control the tap, and they'll start on offense first. And the Lady Mustangs come out, looks like in some sort of a zone defense, a 1-2-2. As this is the first contest of the year for the Lady Braves. So just inside the 3-point arc, shot no good. Rebound by Reagan Rep, and they say that Jones went over the back and swatted at her, and that'll be a foul on number 35. And full court pressure in the backcourt of Riverside, and there's a turnover already. That was Parker who got it. And the Lady Braves will have another chance, and they're going to, it's tapped away there by Fort Cobb. Going to be hard to throw over this press, Blake. They've got some tall girls, and they're quick. Turnaround shot in front of the basket's no good. Battle for the rebound. There's Parker. His shot's no good. Putback's no good. And it's going to be out of bounds along the baseline off of Jones, they say. Going to have to do a better job boxing out. That time Riverside had 2 or 3 putback attempts. But they've got 2 6-footers in the lineup, so going to have to work pretty hard to box them out. They advance the ball against the press. That's a good sign. Silverhorn all the way to the hoop. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Parker. Quickly the other way for the Braves. Left side they go to Whitehawk. Now back to Parker. Mustangs kind of in a 1-2-2 zone, it appears. Down low they go to Jones. Turnaround shot off the glass, no good. Putback is good by Jocelyn Bell. And that's the first points of the game. Cross court pass to Savage. He corrals it, gets it to Silverhorn. Over to Brown. Rep, 15-footer, too strong. Savage with a good offensive rebound, and she's going to be fouled on the putback attempt. So good offensive board work that time by Savage. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Don, the pressure in the in the front court is not completely what I expected. There is pressure there, but it's a little bit softer than I anticipated there. Lady Mustangs have done a good job so far, other than the first possession, of getting through that.
Right, yeah, that's a good point. They're not real aggressive. It's kind of a soft pressure, but I suspect if that could increase at any moment. Of course, this is their first contest, so, you know, they're trying to get their legs under them too, I'm sure. In the corner, that's Bell. Her shot's no good, and we're going to have a foul on Brenna Davis going over the back. First team foul on Fort Cobb. And the Lady Braves will inbound. That's Parker. Gets it to Bell. To Jones. Turnaround shot's good. Right over Savage. Jocelyn Bell. She's got both baskets for the Lady Braves. And there's a turnover at the, well, near turnover. They bounced it on the sideline, or they would have had it. I suspect, Blake, as you mentioned, as the game wears on here a little bit, that pressure is going to intensify. Once they realize that maybe can't handle it so well, they'll really get on us. So far, we've done a good job. Man-to-man defense by Riverside. Davis over to Brep. Oh, it's going to be a strain to get an open look. There's Davis. Goes around a defender. Little 10-footer along the baseline. Good. Brenna Davis with a nice baseline jumper. Cross-court pass to Jones and goes through her hands and out of bounds. Checking in for Riverside will be number 14. That's Violet Black, sophomore, 5'10". So 2 6-footers and a 5'10". Here's Brown crossing the timeline. Reagan Rip. They come out on her quickly. There's Davis. Pull-up shot blocked by Jones, and I think she fouled her after the shot. It was a clean block. Or maybe it wasn't. I think he's going to give her 2 free throws. Yeah, he is.
Oh, man.
He says 2 shots. It looked like to me that the shot block was clean, and then she might have fouled her after the shot. I think that's what the other official thinks. He's giving us the ball out of bounds, and so that's the way it's going to stay. It looked that way to me, Blake.
I agree with that call. I think it's the right call.
Yeah, I believe it. Fort Cobb will inbound into Savage. Over to Rep. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound to Bell. Left wing 3 on the way, no good. Silverhorn takes it out of the air. Quickly up ahead to Davis. Savage. Over to Rep. Shot is no good. Halfway down, popped out. Rebound Parker. Riverside on top, 4-3. 4.5 to play, opening period. Get the ball down low to Violet Black. Now to Parker, through the lane. Little 6-foot runner's good. Carly Parker with her first basket, and it's 6-3. Long cross court to Savage, now up to Davis, to Brown. Pretty good work that time by the Lady Mustangs. They get it into the safe zone, and then they turn it over. They beat the pressure, and then it just not a very good pass there to set up the offense. Turn over to Riverside. There's Parker with it. He has a clear path to the goal, off the glass and in. That's a pretty good screen set there by Black. Violet Black had them sealed off, and Parker had an easy run to the goal, and it's 8-3. And there's a cross-court pass intercepted. That's what kills you right there, Blake, is whenever you try to make those long passes against this press. That's Bell with it, right side. Oh, she might have fumbled it, got it back. That's Violet Black for her first 2, and it's 10-3. I'll tell you what, they got a good ball club. There's going to be a tie-up. And it'll stay with the Lady Mustangs as Tegan Bellamy and Lene Seeley check in, and we're going to have a timeout. Coach Rogers kind of wants to settle them down here a little bit. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this short break.
mgteam.com.
10-3 our score. The press is kind of starting to take its toll a little bit on the Lady Mustangs. Even though we kind of defeat the press, we haven't really got into an offensive flow yet on the other end, having a hard time finding any open shots. And we're going to have a foul on number 23. That is Kane Hoppy. And that's the fourth team foul on Riverside, so one more, and the Lady Mustangs will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the quarter. Almost a turnover. She kind of carried that one. Got away with it. Now Davis on the handle. Right side to go to Brown. They close out on us so quick. You've got to really pull the trigger quickly, and we're not set up for that. There's Silverhorn saved the turnover. Unable to do anything with it. Over to Brown in the corner. Back to Silverhorn.
Got to keep moving for everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to move without the ball, and you got to be ready to shoot it when you catch it, because they're not going to give you any time to ready yourself. You just got to be ready to shoot it. There's Seeley. Her shot's going to be blocked, but they say they got her with the body. And the foul's going to be charged to Taja Bell. He said he got her with the body. That's what he's trying to explain to the coach. The arms were okay. It was the body, he said. And Seeley at the free throw line makes the first free throw. Makes the score 10-4. And Lene will have one more. Switched them both. 10-5. Quickly up ahead. That's Parker in the paint. She's going to be fouled by Zoe Brown. That's the second team foul on Fort Cobb Broxton. And Parker tries the inbound. Lob pass over the top of the defense, and Taja Bell lays it in for 2. And it's 12-5. When you're 6 foot tall, that's pretty good play there when you can lob it over the top of the defense. There's Seeley over to Bellamy, and that ball is swatted out of bounds, but I think referee Darrell Teal is going to call a foul. Got his fist in the air, and it's going to be a foul on number 14. That is Violet Black. That's her first, and Tegan Bellamy, the freshman queen candidate from freshman class, misses the first. Got to make these freebies here if we're going to hang with them. 1 out of 2, and it's 12-6. 2 minutes to go here in the opening period. Bounce pass down low, knocked away by Seeley. Good job by Lene coming from behind. Now Brown quickly the other way. Would be nice if we could get some points in transition, but they get back in a hurry. Silverhorn kicks it in the corner to Davis. To Brown. Boy, hard to get open. There's Seeley. Quickly out to Davis. Good ball movement by Fort Cobb. Are just unable to get a shot. Seeley's shot is blocked, and it's picked up there by Violet Black. Quickly the other way, and they throw it over their head. Good hustle that time by the Lady Mustangs to slow down the fast break and cause a turnover. And Anaya Funmaker will check in, replacing Brenda Davis. Brown has it. Silverhorn in to Tegan. Up ahead to Funmaker. Back to Tegan. And lost it off of Riverside's foot, and it'll stay with Fort Cobb with 1:14 to play. Yeah, that last trip, Blake, was pretty good. Fort Cobb had really good ball movement. That should give them a little confidence. They just keep moving the ball, maybe something good will happen. There's Silverhorn along the baseline to Seeley. There you go. Brown, right wing 3 on the way, but you got to make those. Missed it. Teagan comes away with the ball. Seeley shots blocked. Long pass up ahead. And a layup is no good. And it's out of bounds off Teagan Bellamy, they say. 52 seconds to play. First period. Lob it out front to Parker. Straightaway three on the way. No good. Battle for the rebound. Great job by Teagan. Really fighting for it. Wrestle it away. Brown comes away with it. Good hustle. Let it get on the floor and get it. Up ahead to Funmaker. Fumbled it briefly. Picks it up to Seeley. Boy, a good pass, and we'd have had a three-point look right there. There's Funmaker. Left wing three. Good. There you go. Anaya Funmaker makes it 12-9. There's Parker. Through the lane. No good. Got her own rebound. Didn't box her out, and she laid it in for two. That's 6 for Parker. Boy, that's a killer. Looked like we had them defended there, and they're going to come away with 2. 3 seconds. There's Silverhorn. 3 half-court shots, no good. After 1 period of play, Riverside 14, Fort Cobb Broxton 9. We'll be back after 1 minute.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Okay, Blake, you got some statistics after the first period, please?
I do. Lady Mustangs so far 2 for 10 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, and they are 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Only 3 turnovers so far. Riverside 7 for 17 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. Have yet to take a free throw. Also 3 turnovers for the Lady Braves.
All right, thank you very much. I tell you, Riverside's got a good ball club, playing really well, but I'm proud of the fight of the Lady Mustangs. They're really staying in it and hustling hard. Teagan came in off the bench. She's still out there, freshman. She's really scrapping with them, and a lot of good effort so far. Riverside's ball to start the second period. Kane Hoppy gets it right wing over to Day Whitehawk. Down low they go. Shot no good by Bell, and the rebound Lady Mustangs. Pretty good defense that time. Silverhorn quickly the other way. She tried a great defense that time. She tried to get it to Seeley. Up ahead of the pack. Layup is good by Kane Hoppy, her first 2. And it's 16-9. The Lady Mustangs had closed the gap to 12-9, and Riverside's gone on a 4-0 run here to end the first and to start the second.
Lady Mustangs have had a few good open looks, just haven't hit a lot of them so far.
Funmaker, who threw in a three-pointer a while ago. We could use some more of those, but boy, it's just hard to get open. Silverhorn does. 15-footer left wing, good. That's the first shot for Silverhorn, and she made it count. A couple of steps inside the three-point arc, and there's a foul on Seeley going over the back of Violet Black. And checking in for Riverside will be number 44, Periana Brown, replacing Violet Black. Out to the center line, they chase it down. That's Nibs. Cross court they go. Whitehawk, three-pointer, no good. Silverhorn chases down the rebound, and she passes it to, boy, That's tough there. We got in too big a hurry. Turned the ball over on the outlet pass. Three-pointer good. This time by Periana Brown. That's the first tray of the night for the Lady Braves. As Periana just checked in a moment ago and drained it. 12-footer along the baseline won't fly. And there's going to be a foul on Funmaker. And Savage and Rep check back in, replacing Seeley and Funmaker for the Lady Mustangs. With 6:21 to play, opening half, second period. Three-pointer on the way, left wing, left baseline, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound, another one. Put back is good by Nava Nibbs. Her first two, and it's 21-11, largest lead of the contest. Fort Cobb just needs to settle themselves when they get it into the front court in scoring position. Now they're in heavy traffic. Silverhorn somehow comes away with it. Now to Teagan. Lob pass to Savage. Her shot's blocked. Outlet pass quickly the other way to Whitehawk. All the way down. Left layup's no good. Putback's no good. Another putback. And finally Silverhorn comes away with it. 3-point blankers there. Lob pass to Savage. Shot too hard. I tell you, it's hard to do anything under the goal, Blake. It's when you've got the height that Riverside has, they're kind of towering over us in the post position. It's kind of hard to do anything underneath the goal. We're kind of wasting our time passing it down there, I think, unless we think we can pick up a foul or something. There's Savage, 2-on-1, and the ball's knocked out of her hands. And they say it's off of Madison. Davis will replace Silverhorn. And Parker checks back in, replacing Kane Hoppy. Parker, leading scorer so far for the Riverside with 6 points. And she has it right now, right wing. Cross court they go. Periana. There's Parker cutting down the middle of the lane, lays it in for two. Got a nice touch. That's 8 for Parker. Made that look easy. Savage has it. Turns it over. There's Whitehawk. Hands it off. Layup good by Parker. Beautiful pass from Dayhawk. There's another turnover. And the shot is good by Nibbs. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Rogers as they have really sported out here to a big lead. They lead at 27-11 as they have outscored Fort Cobb so far 13-2 here in the halfway through the second period, Blake.
Yeah, it's been a good little run here for Riverside, and you know, I've been sitting here thinking, being on their side, Don, there's a reason that I like college sports better than professional, and it's for the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And whenever you come to a Fort Cobb Riverside game, you don't just get a good game, you get a really good atmosphere too. And I'm having a lot of fun sitting over here. I've found myself not even talking, and I'm just watching the game, doing my stats, and having fun. So
you're right. High school athletics, college sports, everybody's rooting for their team, and as we mentioned in the pregame, Riverside really supports their athletic program really well, and I don't blame them. They got a good team to cheer for, that's for sure. 4:06 to play here in the second period. The Mustangs, you know, it's Riverside just kind of, they look like we're kind of playing with them, and then all of a sudden they go on a 13-2 run, just easy as pie, and there's another turnover. My count, that's 6. Not an excessively high number, but seemed like we've had 3 or 4 of them in a row. Good job that time by Seeley, fronting the post and knocking the ball away to Brown. Brown has Parker almost picked her pocket. Now it's going to be, somehow we got away with that. Seeley along the baseline, shot high off the glass is no good, but she's fouled.
I think Coach Rogers is down here saying, why don't we do that every time?
Well, You know, that was kind of a
Got to get
awkward
it down
situation there. The ball was kind of fumbled around there, and luckily Brown was able to wrestle it away from him. We got to make the free throws. Seeley misses the first. She made her first two, and then missed that one.
Lady Mustangs also up to 9 turnovers now.
Mm-hmm. 1 out of 2 for Seeley. That makes her 3 out of 4 on the night. It's 27-12. Parker in the corner to Whitehawk. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound Nibs. Into Whitehawk, and they call her for traveling as she stumbled catching the pass. I'll tell you what, Riverside does a great job of moving the ball, Blake. They'll pass it into the paint, and then they'll kick it out to an open 3 look. And so far, they haven't been real successful shooting threes, but I suspect that could change because they've had some really good looks, especially on the baseline.
They've hit a couple here during this little run.
There's Parker with a steal and a layup.
And they've done a lot of that as well.
I'll tell you, she's a nice ball player, Carly Parker, senior. Pass up ahead to Seeley, over to Rip, taken away. Quickly the other way, there's shot no good. And we're gonna have a foul on Brown. I think Periana Brown missed the shot, and then she went over the top of Rep and got the foul. Bellamy is going to be replaced by Zoe Brown for Fort Cobb with 2:52 to play. There's Brown with it. They just double team her. They really swarm to the ball. Seeley along the baseline. Now Brown. Near turnover. Underneath the Seeley. Layup good, and she's fouled. That's great ball movement that time by Fort Cobb. That may be one of the best offensive possessions they've had all year right there, Blake.
I believe you're right, Don, and like you said, they did a great job working the ball around. And one thing they did on that one is they didn't keep the ball on one side of the court the whole possession. So good job there of getting a bucket and a good finish there by Seeley.
Absolutely, and she did a good job of getting in position. She's got good size, and she can box them out when she gets under there, and she did that time. But they moved the ball quickly. Nobody held it. That was a good thing about that trip. And once we hold it, then they come out and get it. And they'll say it's one of them says one way, one of them says the other. And it's going to go to Riverside.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I think so too. Might as well get it right. And the one guy had a great look at it. And Riverside will have the ball with 2 minutes to play here in the half. There's Parker in the corner to Whitehawk. They're trying to get it into Bell, but they're doing a pretty good job defending her. Now she goes along the baseline and catches it. Good play by Seeley. Good anticipation by Lene. She's doing a good job tonight, anticipating plays. And there's going to be a foul on Bobby Parker. That's her first. Hard to keep track of all of them because Coach Kelly, he plays all of them. A lot of substitutions in. That's how they stay so fresh. Play a lot of good defense. Davis has it poked away, goes to Seeley, and then it's turned over. Here comes Parker. Silverhorn trying to defend her. Lost the ball. Dayhawk picks it up. Now Parker with it. Through the lane. Right-handed shot's good. Carly Parker. I wish she played for us, Blake. Woo, nice touch. Just makes it look easy. Just kind of weaves around and lays it in. Davis to Seeley. 10-footer, no good. I tell you, I'm proud of Lene. Lene's really working hard today. She has 5 points, and she's missed some shots, but she's working to get shots and working to get open. And battling against 6-footers is not easy. She's doing a good job, I think. I think we'll learn from this experience. I have no doubt about it. Riverside's a 2A ball club. Year in, year out, they'll play better defense than anybody. There's a great job by Seeley, stepping around to intercept the pass. Quickly the other way, Silverhorn. splits the defenders, hoping for a foul there, I think. And they took it away from us, but they're called for traveling. That's Sydney Frazier with it. With 42 seconds to play. Talia gets it into Rep, and she falls to the floor, and we're going to have a foul. Gonna question that. And foul is on number 4. That is Sydney Frazier. That's her first and the 5th team foul, and Reagan Rep will be shooting too. Coach Kelly's kind of wondering the same thing I am. Free throw good by Reagan. That's her first point of the night. And it's 31-15. Second free throw is no good. We're about 50-50 on free throws tonight. We need them all. Now Parker in the paint, lobs it underneath. Shot off the glass and in. Awkward shot by Violet Black, but she made it. That's her second basket. And it's 33-15. There's Reagan Rep. Left wing three, good. Shot that one in rhythm. They got her a pass that she could handle in the shooting motion, and Reagan made it pay. 33-18. Long three-pointer by Parker's good. Going to be a foul as the ball went through the hoop. I'm sure they'll count it. And the foul is going to be on number 14 for trying to box out there. Count the basket, they say. And the foul is on Violet Black, and Reagan Rep will be shooting 2 at the other end with 6 seconds to play. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17 points for Carly Parker here in the first half. And Rep's free throw no good. We'll have one more.
Still not used to the 2-shot rule.
I like it myself. Yeah, I kind of like it. But it is different. 1 out of 2 again. 36-19. Parker in the lane. Goes off a defender. They say the foul came before the shot. Foul's on Davis. Pretty good foul because now they're going to have to take it out of bounds. So with 1 second to play, 1.6, I would guess they would try to lob it into one of their post players, but no, they go to Parker. Her shot is good.
Count it.
Automatic. She has got the greatest shooting touch I believe I've ever seen, because maybe you can tell me in a minute if she missed any shots, but I have her for 19 points. That's pretty impressive. At the half, the Riverside Lady Braves 38 and the Fort Cobb Broxton Lady Mustangs 19, as the Lady Braves had quite a quarter there and they pulled away from Fort Cobb Broxton. We'll turn it over to Blake for the halftime report. Blake?
Big quarter indeed there, Don. Lady Braves outscored Fort Cobb 24-10 there in the second. Shooting percentages so far, Lady Mustangs 5 for 18 from the field, only got 8 shots up that quarter. They're 2 for 3 from the three-point line, 7 for 13 from the free throw line, and 11 turnovers there in the second to give them 14 through the first half. Riverside 18 for 38 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3. Still yet to take a free throw. I'm sure that'll change here in the second half at some point. 9 turnovers. And there earlier in the game, it felt like Riverside felt like they got at least 10, 15 offensive rebounds in about a 3-possession swing. They only have 9 so far, but the Lady Braves are out rebounding Lady Mustangs 17-11, and 9 of those are offensive.
Yeah.
Individual scoring so far, first for the Lady Mustangs. Reagan Rep and Lene Seeley both lead the Lady Mustangs with 5. Anaya Funmaker a 3. Kalia Silverhorn and Brenna Davis 2. Tegan Bellamy 1. For Riverside, Carly Parker, as you said, at 19 points. She was 9 for 12 from the field and also 5 rebounds. She leads Lady Braves in both of those categories. Prayana Brown, 3 points.
What are you looking for here?
Some of these don't have last names, so I'm just going to help myself
yeah, go right ahead.
Jocelyn Bell, 2 points. Taja Bell, 2 points. Violet Black, 4. Kane Hompey, 2. Nevaeh Nibbs, 4. And Mylene Elkshoulder with 2 so far. Excuse me, Tarina Jones with 2. I'm sorry about that.
All right. All right, thank you very much, Blake. Good report as always. Tell you what, the Riverside Lady Braves, I felt like they'd have a really good, strong team when they come in here, and they've proven that to me. I remember Carly Parker from last year, and she's certainly one of the better players you'll see probably all season. Great shooting touch so far, and she makes it look so easy for Riverside. And on Fort Cobb side, you know, like I say, we've got a lot of fight in us. We're struggling getting off any good shots, but we're working at it. And no matter how the outcome of this game goes, it's going to be good for us during the season, Blake, to play a team of this quality at this much pressure, because down the road you won't see that much in our Class B, as they're a 2A ball club. And so anyways, just keep fighting, keep trying to improve, and it'll help us on down the road.
And they've done that before. If you recall the Chattanooga game, they faced quite a bit of pressure there in the first half, and they were able to come out in the second half and get off to a good little run, and they ended up scoring, I believe, 47 points in the second half of that one to come back and win. And I wouldn't rule anything out here. Riverside played a great first half, and I would assume they're going to continue that pace as long as Carly Parker continues to put the ball in the basket for them. But, you know, I definitely wouldn't count the Lady Mustangs out.
Nope, not at all. All right, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again, the ABC Realty and Miss Shelley Dissy, for all your real estate needs. Give her a call. Fort Cobb Storage and RV Park on the north end of Fort Cobb. Great facility, pretty new, brand new, almost a couple years old. And if you got a trailer you want to park for a while or some storage units, great place to be. Travis Birchie and the T-Birds Convenience Store and the Ouachita Valley Bank, proud supporters of the Mustangs for a number of years. Appreciate those fine sponsors. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action. You're listening to Mustang Basketball on FCBMustangs.tv.
We're bringing fiber internet to Fort Cobb. Having fast internet is a must-have, whether you're working or learning from home. That's why we are building a fiber network in your community. We have wireless internet solutions too, available at Fort Cobb Lake, Crow's Roost, Alfalfa, and more. You can count on us for a fast, reliable connection to the world. We're proud to be a local provider that's part of your community. Get connected to Carnegie Fiber today.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We are ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back to Fort Cobb. Halftime. Riverside leads at 38-19. Blake, what's the plan here for the second half?
Well, the plan, first of all, is take care of the basketball, and one thing that I noticed the Lady Mustangs were doing in the backcourt, I guess it would be. So, in the defensive side of the ball, whenever they are on offense, how about that?
Okay, got it.
They're picking up the ball a little bit too quick, maybe taking one or two dribbles only, picking up the basketball and getting double teamed. It's put them in a couple tough situations, but I think throughout here in the second half, they'll begin to figure out that they can dribble around defenders and find ways to make passes. And another thing is you can't hesitate to shoot. They've had a few open looks and have decided not to shoot, so I think if they don't hesitate and take some of those looks, they'll start finding that they'll hit those.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. They have hesitated on some open shots. You're not going to get too many wide open shots. You're going to have to take some contested ones, just like that one. Rep's shot almost went. Good job by Davis, got a rebound. Silverhorn, 15-footer, no good. Davis with a good rebound. To Brown, to Silverhorn.
Now
Back
Rewarder with a three.
Three-pointers, airballed it. And they say it went off of Riverside. Number 35 touched it, they said. Terriana Jones. You know, you're right, and it looked like it was different. The Lady Mustangs took some contested shots that time, and they didn't make them, but I think that's a good sign for us as we go here. You know, you're always fearful of taking a shot and let somebody block it, and there's a turnover. So that I can understand why they'd be a little hesitant to shoot. Quickly, great ball movement that time. And Terriana Jones lays it in for two. And Silverhorn almost wasn't able to retrieve it, but she does. Now they're hard. Need to slow down here a little bit. Just move the ball, make good passes. There's Rip. Bounce past the Savage. Now Silverhorn. Baseline three is no good. And it's off of Fort Cobb. Be nice to make some of those three-point shots, Blake.
Had a few good open looks here early.
We made two of them. Funmaker made one and Rep made one in the first half. But Silverhorn is normally our best three-point shooter, and she's yet to connect on one.
There's a quote that I like. It's kind of like those Yogi Berra quotes. You missed three and a putback by Terriana Jones. Those old quotes about, you know, you win some, you lose some. There's one for basketball. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Well, that's true. That's over to Savage. It's kind of like in golf. 100% of the putts that don't make it to the hole don't go in, you know, don't leave them short. Silverhorn. I tell you, it's hard to maintain possession. There's a good look. Brown, right wing three, no good. Skipped across the rim, good rebound by Jones. And that's Nibbs, shot no good. Over to Davis with a good rebound. Quickly the other way, pass up ahead to Silverhorn. They close out on her quickly. I tell you what, they got a pretty stout front line, this Riverside Brave team. They've got Jones at 6 foot, Jocelyn Bell at 6 foot, 5'11", I should say, and Dayhawk at 6 foot. I've been calling her Dayhawk. It's Day Whitehawk is her name. Apologize for that. Pass up ahead. She has it right now. Day Whitehawk lays it in for two.
Don, not even halfway through the third quarter, Lady Mustangs have already put up 2 less shots than they did the whole second quarter alone.
Yeah. Well, we're getting some shots. Maybe we can just start making them eventually. Long pass up ahead to Parker. She tracks it down, lays it in for two. That's her first 2 of the night, of the second half, at 21 on the night for her, and we're going to have a timeout taken as the Lady Mustangs have yet to score here in the third period. It's a full timeout, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
We're bringing fiber internet to Fort Cobb. Having fast internet is a must-have, whether you're working or learning from home. That's why we are building a fiber network in your community. We have wireless internet solutions too, available at Fort Cobb Lake, Crow's Roost, Alfalfa, and more. You can count on us for a fast, reliable connection to the world. We're proud to be a local provider that's part of your community. Get connected to Carnegie Fiber today.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more info.
Welcome back to Fort Cobb. We're just sitting here chatting about the full house we have tonight. Both sides full, and we were having difficulty finding a place to park, and we think there might be traffic problems when the game's over, but Blake says no, I didn't think so.
It's not often you find traffic problems in Fort Cobb, Oklahoma. Now there's a chance tonight, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll filter out pretty quickly. But there is a big crowd. That is a good thing. It's a lot of fun when the gym is full. Lady Mustang need to start making a shot or two. Silverhorn kicks it to Rep, and she's going to be bumped and fouled.
A couple new subs in for the Lady Mustangs as well, Tegan Bellamy and Lene Seeley. That foul was on Whitehawk.
I was visiting with one of the administrators from Riverside here during the halftime break, and he pointed out to me something that's, I guess, what we've tried to talk about is the great amount of depth that the Lady Braves have. They played, I'll have to count them up here in a little bit, but they've got about 10 girls that scored, and more than that's played, but they really do have quality players, and a whole bunch of them. And you don't really see any drop-off no matter who they put out there. There's Seeley. And she passes it along the baseline to Bellamy, and it goes out of bounds. She just kind of had to do something. They had her surrounded. And a couple of players check in. That's number 23 is Kane Hoppy. And number 2 is Zakia Hogner. They've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 10 players have scored. That's pretty impressive. Three-pointer skips across the rim by Jocelyn Bell. Rebound, Reagan Rep. But James Kelly, he's coached them for several years. He does a great job with them. And there's going to be a foul on Terriana Jones. That's her second. The Funmaker's going to replace Reagan Rip. And Silverhorn trying to get it inbounded to Seeley in the lane. Tries to lob it down to Funmaker and it's tapped away. And Silverhorn underneath the Funmaker under heavy traffic. Shot no good. Rebound Riverside. In the corner to Carly Parker, and guess what? She makes a 3-pointer.
Guess who, guess what?
That's 24 for Parker. I'll tell you, she might have missed her first shot, but I'm not sure she's missed any since then. Taken away there is Jocelyn Bell. Left-handed scoop shot's no good. Silverhorn gets the rebound. And it's tapped away by Kane Hoppy. And Periana Brown will check in, replacing Jocelyn Bell. Riverside's gone to a 2-3 zone this half. They kind of played a man-to-man mostly during the first half, and they're in a zone now. And there's going to be a foul charge to Periana Brown. They move really well, and you make a pass, and they close out on you so quick. Looks like you're going to have an opening, and the opening closes quickly. Yeah, that's one of the things there's a turnover. I think about basketball in general. No matter what kind of shooters you have, and really in some regard what kind of athleticism you have, if you play really good aggressive defense, you can take the other team out of it no matter what they have. I mean, you can really stay in the game no matter who you're playing if you play defense like they do. And then when you play somebody, and you kind of, there's an offensive foul on 35. Terriana Jones moved her defender out of the way and laid it in, but that's her fourth personal. But playing good defense, you know, you can do that night in, night out, and it just makes it hard on the opponent no matter who you're playing.
And you know, in whatever aspect you want to look at it from, this isn't the pros. You know, you're not going to have to worry about a Stephen Curry or a Candace Parker or someone that can go out there and, you know, doesn't matter what kind of defense you play on those people. But in high school, if you play good defense, you're in a great spot.
Yep. There's Carly Parker again. Well, that's Fort Cobb boys won 8 state titles, and I promise you, Coach Hines will tell you, they built that on defense, playing good defense every night. And we see teams, you know, you go up there at state tournament, and on a Thursday night, you'll see somebody, and they'll beat somebody 88-68 or something, 88-78, whatever it is, and you think, man, how are we going to stop them? And then we play them, and we beat them 45-40. You know, it's has a lot. Winning is, you know, you got to stop the other team, and that's what Riverside's pretty good at, it looks like to me.
I think Iowa's football team is practicing that.
Good basket by Seeley along the baseline. That's 7 for Lene. I think Lene's played well today. She's really been more aggressive and out of necessity. I mean, you got to play hard against these girls, and I think maybe this will be a big help for her. There's a long pass and sail out of bounds, and it'll be turned over Fort Cobb. You know, I'd guess, I don't know if these girls play softball or not, but I'd guess they'd have an outstanding softball team. Got some real strong girls, athletic. And Reagan's going to replace Tegan Bellamy. With 38 seconds to play here, third period. Homecoming night here in Fort Cobb. Gym's all decorated up. Funmaker has it taken away. Nibs all the way down, layup no good. And the follow is good by Zakia Hogner. Mustangs have only mustered 2 points here this quarter. And there's the travel. They just get you so discombobulated, you know. They're just on you all the time, and it's just constant stress. And then it just kind of wears on you. That was an example of that right there. I have a feeling Fort Cobb will go to bed seeing Riverside Lady Braves all around them. 3-pointer by Parker.
Going to be seeing a lot of Carly Parker, too.
Yeah, she had a pretty good quarter there herself. She had 10. That makes 29 on the ball game. All right, we'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back after this message.
Information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill.
Blake, you have some statistical numbers for us after that quarter?
I do. There in the third quarter, Riverside 8 for 13 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3. Lady Mustangs 1 for 8 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. 9 turnovers for Fort Cobb, 3 for Riverside there in the third.
That's a pretty rough quarter. Shot good by Brown. That's 5 for Brown. Yeah, the Lady Mustangs were outscored 18-2 there in that period. There's Seeley, gets by the shot, no good. And Nibs will have it. Or I'm sorry, Kane Hoppy. Bob pass down underneath the basket. Shot high off the glass, no good. Rebound for Cobb. Good defense by Seeley that time. There's Silverhorn on the run to Seeley. Left side of the lane. Now Brown running the point out front. They really do a good job attacking the basketball. It's just every time the ball, that's why you got to move it so quick, because as soon as it settles in someone's hands, there's 2 people on you. You just got to have to move it quicker. Hard to do. Sometimes I think Silverhorn's 3-pointer's no good. Sometimes I think they probably think they have 7 or 8 girls playing defense. There's a lot of, there's a nice drive by Hogner again. That's 2 baskets for her. And Seeley, be a jump ball. It's going to stay with Fort Cobb. Reagan's baseline 3, no good. Hit the framework of the backboard, and it'll be turned over to Riverside. Lob pass down low. Shot no good. Got her own rebound. And Funmaker fouled her. That will be Periana Brown shooting 2. She's got 5 points on the night. 5'8" junior. Missed that one. You know, I think this first free throw of the shot, Blake.
I believe you're right, Don.
First one. Maybe we should have been fouling them more, you reckon? Missed them both.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, I guess.
If they just shoot till they miss. Shoot till they make it, I guess. They missed that one, though. Missed 3 of them. Pass up ahead to Silverhorn. Seeley had her shot blocked. Here we go the other way. All alone underneath is Taja Bell. That's her second basket. And it's 62-21. And Silverhorn's going to lose it out of bounds, but they say it was tapped away. 4 new players coming in for Riverside. That would be Mylene Elkshoulder, number 34. Number 10. I don't have a 10 on my roster. Number 20 is Jair Henry. And Reagan Ripp's 3-pointer is no good. And the rebound is taken by Mylene Elkshoulder. Quickly off to Jair Henry. 3-pointer by number 10 is no good. The rebound controlled by Bobby Parker. 3-pointer good. Obviously a crowd favorite. Bobby Parker with a long 3-pointer. We're going to have a timeout taken with 5:11 to play in the contest. And we'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse.
5:11 to go in the ball game. Blake, you want to give me that stat you just told me a minute ago?
Lady Mustangs in the second half so far, 1 for 13 from the field, 23 turnovers on the game so far.
You know, we had 19 points at the half. Second half, we really struggled offensively. Silverhorn had 2 cracks at it. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on number 34, Mylene Elkshoulder, her first, and the first team foul. And Silverhorn's free throw rattles out. Lady Mustangs normally a good foul shooting team, but not so much tonight. They've haven't counted them up, but they normally shoot them better than they have. They've kind of been rattled here by this outstanding Riverside team. Silverhorn doing a good job handling, and the ball then is tapped away. Quickly up ahead. Left-handed layup is good. Number 10 with a basket.
Don, I believe her name is Ariel Henry.
Okay, thank you. Ariel Henry. That makes 12 Lady Braves that have scored in this ball game. I would anticipate you would see these folks playing in a state tournament come next March. Outstanding team. A lot of height, a lot of depth. Bellamy's shot won't go. Rebound, Bobby Parker. She has it. Thought about a 3-point shot, and they call it for traveling. Halfway through the 4th period, as Anaya Funmaker will check in. Well, your Cowboys travel to Houston tomorrow. How do you think that's going to go, Blake?
I certainly hope it goes better than last Saturday. That's for sure.
They get to play their old offensive coach, Dana Hogerson, so should be interesting.
Good offensive mind down there.
Funmaker, baseline 3, no good. Davis tracks her down. Funmaker, left wing three, no good, a little short. Outlet to Hogner. Left-handed layup's no good, but Funmaker fouled her. And she'll be at the line shooting 2. Third foul on Funmaker. And free throw no good by Hogner. Yeah, they're 0 for 3 from the free throw line. That's one thing they've not done too well tonight, shoot free throws. Jordan Burris checks in for Fort Cobb, placing a rep. And she made that. 68-21. Bellamy to Burris has it taken away. And left-handed layup is good by Hogner. That's 7 for her. And Davis is going to be bumped and fouled. Hogner just a freshman, number 2. And another freshman is going to check in for Fort Cobb. That is Taylor Little. So the Lady Mustangs getting him some experience. Bellamy and Little, both freshmen, on the floor. Burris is also a freshman. So they got some girls getting some minutes out there that'll help them in the future. And here comes Brenna Davis. Funmaker's all alone underneath the goal, but they didn't see her. Cross court to Bellamy. And her shot's blocked. And saved by the Lady Braves. Quickly up ahead, bounce pass to number 10, and Ariel Henry shot no good. And a putback is good by Mylene Elkshoulder. So that's another Lady Brave in the scoring book. With 2:20 to play. They lead at 72-21.
Is that now 13?
Could be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You're right, Blake. Them numbers are getting so high, I had to take my shoes off. Bellamy has it knocked away. Long pass up ahead. Layup's no good, but she's fouled by Little. Well, the Thunder got a big win last night. It's not often they beat Warriors, even though they were without Steph Curry and Draymond. Nevertheless, they don't care whenever they count all the statistics up, who was playing and who wasn't. It's still a victory. Nice win for the Thunder. They're got an 8-4 record right off the bat here. So missed the free throw, and then they get the putback. Was that 32?
Yes, it was.
Nibbs with her 6th point. Burris gets it to Little. Shot off the glass and good. Taylor Little with a nice basket. And checking in for Fort Cobb would be Abby Scrivener, replacing Davis. And Scrivener is also a freshman, so.
Don, I don't want to be that guy, but that's the first points of the fourth quarter for the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah. There's a three-pointer by Bobby Parker again. That's 2 for her. And it's 77-23. Yeah, it's been a rough half. There's no question about that. Had 2 points in the third, now 2 points in the fourth. And there's 1:16 to play in the ball game. But you know, the scary part about this to me, Blake, is we got to go over and play them in about December the 1st. We're going to go to Riverside and play. Maybe we'll learn some lessons tonight. We'll go look at the film and see what we need to adjust, and hopefully that'll be a little better contest. But the Lady Braves of Riverside got a quality ball club. There's just no doubt about it. Minute to play. Long pass up ahead. And a layup no good. And Bobby Parker's putback's no good, but she's fouled. I'm sorry, that's Mylene Elkshoulder, and she'll be at the line shooting too. You know, I think almost everybody that's played for them scored. Free throw no good. Number 20, Jair Henry hasn't scored. I think maybe she might be. And there's a travel on Henry with 53 seconds to play in the contest. I think the Thunder, they got back-to-back games with Warriors. I think they play them again either tomorrow or Saturday, I think.
It's always confused me how the NBA schedule works.
Yeah, it's pretty random.
They'll play they'll play a team at home on a Tuesday night and then go play them wherever the other team is on Friday night, and then have to fly 3,500 miles to play your next Monday game.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you got that many teams involved and they've got a lot of variables that they have to deal with, and the computer works it out, and at the end they count them all up and see who's in the lead. Bobby Parker, left wing three. Good! Hit the rim 3 times, fell in. You don't see that much on a three-pointer, but Bobby Parker's got 3 of them tonight. 10 seconds to play. There's a turnover. Henry's going to take it all the way down and ran off and left the ball. 2.5 seconds to play. And that's probably going to be your final score. Let's see what Teagan does here. Pass it down a little, and that'll do it. Your final score, the Riverside Lady Braves 80. Fort Cobb Broxton Lady Mustangs 23. So tip your hats to the Riverside Lady Braves. Outstanding effort tonight. They got a quality 2A ball club. This is their season opener, and they came to Fort Cobb tonight, and they really flexed their muscle. They got a good ball club, and no shame in losing to those folks. They've got a good team, and I'll turn it over to Blake for final statistics. Blake?
Well, Don, earlier on in the game, I believe it was after the first quarter, talking about how many shots both teams were going to put up. Riverside ended up taking exactly 70.
Wow.
Lady Mustangs took 38. Here's your totals for those. Lady Mustangs 7 for 38 from the field, 2 for 13 from 3, and 7 for 15 from the free throw line. So your percentages are 18, 15, and 47. 29 turnovers for the Lady Mustangs. Riverside 36 for 70 from the field, 7 for 15 from 3, 1 for 8 from the free throw line. So 51, 47, and 13%, 15 turnovers for the Lady Braves. Individual scoring first for the Lady Mustangs. Lene Seeley leads FCB with 7. Reagan Rep finishes with 5. Anaya Funmaker 3. Kalia Silverhorn, Peyton Little, and Brenna Davis, all 3 of those with 2. Teagan Bellamy and Madison Savage both with 1. For Riverside, Day Whitehawk finishes with 2. Jocelyn Bell also finishes with 2. Zakiah Hogner finishes with 7. Taja Bell finishes with 4. LaKyla Black, 2. Carly Parker leads all scorers with 29 points. She goes 13 for 16 from the field. Violet Black finishes with 4 points. Kane Hompey 2. Bobby Parker 11 and had 3 threes there in the second half. Nevaeh Nibbs finished with 4. Mylena Elkshoulder 2. Tarena Jones 6. And Periana Brown 5. There's your individual scoring numbers. Don, that one, first quarter was pretty competitive. Riverside controlled that one basically the rest of the way through, and they're in the second half alone. Just real quickly, Lady Mustangs go 2 for 20 from the field and have 15 turnovers there in the second half, and a lot of material they can use, a lot of film, a lot of things they can learn from that game, whether it be picking their dribble up in press situations or not hesitating whenever they get an open shot. But look to see Lady Mustangs improve off of that one. And Riverside certainly got a great ball club, as you said it. They are going to make a lot of noise as the playoffs start next semester. And you know, for a fan's sake, I do hope that the next time those two teams meet that it is a little bit closer. Because I, for one, am just a fan of good basketball.
Absolutely.
And I know there's a lot of people out there that are fans of good basketball, and I know that especially in Caddo County, there's a lot of people that hear the name Riverside, hear the name Fort Cobb, and say that those are two schools that are pretty good at basketball. So certainly like the competitive aspect of it, at least.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Blake. Great job reporting. And now we're going to take a 5-minute break, or about a 4-minute break probably. We'll come back, we'll have boys action. Thanks for tuning in. I'd like to thank our sponsors again, Ouachita Valley Bank, T-Bird's Convenience Store, ABC Realty, and Fort Cobb Storage and RV. We'll be back in about 3 minutes.